So let's take a look at The Sims 4 high school years. One of the reasons why I'm interested in this pack is because I do family style playthrough from time to time, and it's interesting to be able to do more with children and with teenagers because at the moment it's limited. Of course, teenagers can do more than children can do, but it's limited in a way that it doesn't feel like they're actually a teenager. It just feels like a child with more things to be able to do, or like a young adult with not as many things that they can do. So not fun or interesting in any respect. But let's take a look at the reveal trailer. So from the opening shot, you can see it will have some kind of prom or some kind of final dance, I guess, towards the end of their school years, which is fun. And here we have a shot of this kid sort of getting up, getting ready for school, I suppose. And we have a main shot of his room, so we can see what items and things we can expect. So looking around the room, I can see that there's another hook style item in which you can add clothes, but I'm pretty sure, just judging by the way that the clothes are set up, that it's rigid. It doesn't look like you're able to customize it as much as you would be able to if the individual clothing items were individual. And I think that's something that's very important for the Sims team to add into the game, not only because, you know, players love to be able to customize things so that it feels like their gameplay is unique to other players' gameplay, but also because people like to build things like malls and retail stores, and we have the ability to have retail stores in a game, and it would be nice to be able to stack very similar style clothing, you know, one next to the other so that it looks like it would look in a real store. But otherwise, I'm probably alone in saying this, but there is nothing standing out to me about anything in this room that I want or feel I need to have or would like to pay for to have in my game. Following that, we can see some Sims doing their high school thing, living their high school life. I can see some items that look very similar to items we already have in the game, but it looks like we have some new lockers, which is good. An ability to open lockers and do things in lockers is good. It looks like there's some cheerleading outfits or some outfits that are related to whichever the schools that they go to. So I suppose we'll have an option of different types of high schools, the same way that we have for universities. So that sounds good. So I think I have a mod that lets me like make a sim simulate putting perfume on. So it's nice to be able to have Sims actually be able to spray things on their body in the game. Okay, so it looks like we have like a whiteboard. I am actually a teacher in real life, so it's speaking to me, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I would definitely love to be able to do is like be a teacher and be able to teach a class like in the game as a career that's not rabbit holed. But even if you can just play from the perspective of the student, it's still fun. Okay, so we have a new item in the game which looks like a Rubik's Cube, which is kind of fun, I guess. Okay, and they're giving us some, like for example, Kevin, it says socially awkward romantic. I wonder if that means we'll have some personality types we can ascribe to teens. Mr. Pop, okay. Oh, I wonder if they'll bring back Overachiever. I missed that. I love my kids to be overachievers. It's like the game doesn't even care. In previous Sims, whichever, you could, the number 2, I'm sure it was number 2. You could have your Sim just be like a superstar and the parents would actually care. That was nice. They would like cheer for the kid when they did good things. They actually cared. That was nice. Oh, look, we have bubble tea. That's exciting. I love whenever we have new food items in the game. I wonder if it's a new death. That would be so not funny, because when it happens in real life, it's not funny. But, you know, it's Sims, so. Okay, so we have detention, which is awesome. Cheerleading, which is awesome. That's actually super exciting. Okay, my heart stopped for a second. What is this Ferris wheel? I'm so excited. Wait, what? What? Oh my god, it's like a big carnival. This is so exciting. I have no words to express how exciting this is. Okay, so I'm gonna take a deep breath and relax for a little bit. So it looks like we have a evolved food stand. So, you know, we have had food stands in a game for a long time, and we have different types of food stalls for different types of cuisine. Or for example, we also have one where they can get like ice cream or something, or like a crepe or something for like snowy adventures, which is awesome. Okay, it looks like we have a photo booth as well, which is pretty cool. And the poses are also awesome. Poses are things that you can't typically have interesting poses in a game without mods. Ghosted, that's awesome. So I'm not exactly sure what this is alluding to, if you're actually able to customize like get or receive messages, or like have to choose what your message is going to be like to respond, or if it's just like stylized way of just showing teens texting on their phone even though there's no interaction in the game. So again, we have a few more shots of teens' rooms, and I'm a little more moved or motivated by these. I see a lot more variety in the items, and I actually see things I would actually want to have in my game. Some of these clutter objects, for example, I love clutter, so I'm very, very much interested in the clutter objects. Yeah, so they're showing this sort of test messagey thing again, which is kind of interesting, but I'm not exactly sure what that would be like. In okay, literally everything to do with the phone in the game that has to deal with interacting with other people is one of the most annoying things about the game. So as I want to say, I'm just going to reserve judgment until I see what this is actually about. Because right now all I'm thinking is, oh my god, I do not want to have another annoying pop-up in the middle of my gameplay. You know what I mean? Body hair. Body hair. Prom poses. Will you go to prom with me? Nice. It's so awkward because I'm sure it's just the regular proposal interaction, but unfortunately there's no ring. It's actually a huge piece of paper. So where did it come from? It's just very weird. It's a weird... They didn't have to do it like that. They could have just did it... I don't know. Shaving is cool. Yeah, having the idea of introducing body hair and then also having an interaction with the body hair is awesome. Yeah, okay, but she was moving the clothes on the rack. If there is some variability in how we use clothing on racks, that would be awesome. That's probably the thing that's like the least on your mind right now. And that to me is just like, what? It blew my mind. Okay, sneaking out, which is something we should have had in the beginning, honestly. Oh, maybe it seems like you can specifically sneak out to prom. I wonder if you're able to just sneak out generally, because that was fun. That was a fun aspect of previous games. Okay, so it's verified we have prom, and we have a lot of items, and you know what? I'm just going to say something. I don't have the wedding pack, and I'm pretty sure I could make a fantastic wedding with these items. I'm just going to say that. Okay, so it looks like we have some kind of social media aspect where you can gain followers and things like that. It's not my thing. I know it's a thing for teens, and I appreciate it being in the game, but it's not my thing. Okay, so it's like we may have like a prom queen or king or something like that, which, you know, it's interesting, it's good. And I wonder how they incorporate dancing as well. Again, I don't have the wedding pack, and I haven't actually tried or anything to do like slow dancing with anybody, but I don't think that they included that in the base game. But like, why would you have a prom and no ability to slow dance? So I'm wondering if I'll be able to get that ability to slow dance, like without having the wedding pack, which... Oh, pillow fights. Yes. Yes. In graduation. Yes. Finally. Okay. So compared to other, especially recent packs, I don't typically watch trailers. I used to watch Sims content a lot more. So I would basically wait to see what their introduction of the packs or whatever. And then I would make my decision from there after watching their gameplay. Is this something I really want in my game? And then when I get the money, and it's also on sale, I would buy the pack or whatever. But honestly, this is something I'm very, very interested in. It's something I'm very excited about. So long as the pack isn't buggy, I would more than likely buy it. Just watching and seeing how things were in the trailer, I just have a feeling it's going to be like an expensive pack. Which means I'm going to wait for it to be on sale. Like I'm not gonna pay full price for it. Especially if I see a lot of like recycled items. I didn't mention anything about the clothes because I'm not a cast person, and so I don't typically pay attention to that kind of thing. But if I don't see like a lot of diversity, like in each of the individual items, when I can see it itemized on the screen, you know, when you go in to check out a new pack, you can read the details about the pack and you can see what comes in build buy, you can see what comes in cast. If I don't see a lot of variability in those items, I'm especially not going to pay full price. If they can recycle from packs I've already bought, if I've already paid for that technology, if I've already paid for that innovation and that creativity, why am I paying for it again? Right? But on the other hand, I would be happy to buy, pay some amount of money for it. I'm not going to like steal it or anything, obviously, but I would be happy to pay some amount of money for it because it does appear that there are some new and interesting things that you can do in the game. Regardless if I think that the features should have been part of base game or should be part of base game, just generally, because, when they introduced toddlers, they just made toddlers base game, So even if I think that some of the features, and I hope that some of the features are just simply included in base game, I am excited to get those prom items, especially because, yes. All right, but anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If not, thanks for tuning in, I guess, for at least one of them. And peace.